All right, we are here at New Balance Nationals Outdoors. I'm joined by my co-host, a familiar face here, Gary Martin. But it's not about you tonight, Gary. It's about Daniel Simmons, 841.23, a new meet record here in the 2 mile. We're going to sit down. I'm just going to have the race going, but I want to hear, how are you feeling?
I feel really good. I mean, I think it was a great race still, but I feel really good.
I mean, you just got off a plane. You were in Seattle. You had another race. How is the recovery from there until now?
I was just sitting in a plane for 6 hours, and then actually longer than 6 hours. I had a little delay in Detroit, Michigan on my connecting flight, so like 7.5. But I mean, I think the recovery went okay on the plane, and then I got lots of sleep today and last night. So I think the delay in the meet as well also helped with the recovery. But I mean, maybe if there was another day, I could have been a little faster, but I think the recovery was well. So.
How stressful is that? You know, the meet's getting delayed. You're in the hotel room. Are you handling that in stride or what?
I mean, I was pretty happy. I was like, okay, just a couple more hours, I can just sit and relax. So I think it actually gave me more confidence. So.
Yeah, and I mean, you missed all the bad weather. You missed the rain, and you got this nice, cool night. So.
Yeah, I was really happy with that. Like coming out here, I was like, dude, this is golden weather. This is perfect. So
here we have the race. We're out. You just take it from the gun. What is the mindset there? Like, you wanted to control things from the very beginning?
Yeah, I mean, at Brooks, I sat in the back, and it felt weird. I didn't like how it felt. And so I was like, at New Balance, I'm just going to do what I'm used to and just go out and set the pace, see how it goes.
Did you expect, like, it's pretty early on, like, you started to create gaps in the race. Like, did you expect to have more guys with you or, like, a little bit more of a pack still? Or?
I think I had no clue what to expect, honestly. Like, there was a lot of talented guys in the heat, but, like, number 2 and 3 were from Utah in my classification, so I had already raced them at the state championships, and they stayed with me at the state championship meet all the way to like the 6th lap until that's when I started breaking away. But I think it's a little more stressful at nationals, so you want to like kind of run your race rather than someone else's, and so I was feeling ready to go.
At this point in the race, just over 700 meters or so into the race, in your mind, are you like, oh, I'm going to have a good one tonight? Or the legs feeling like they maybe need another couple laps to get going?
I felt really good, but like looking at the splits, I was like, oh shoot, I'm slowing down. And so I was like pushing it to as even as I could, like feeling wise, like body feeling. So it felt really good until, like 5th lap, 6th lap started like getting burning in my stomach, and I was pushing pace, but it felt even to me, but even if it wasn't super even on the clock.
I see in your number right there. What did they give you?
They gave me the starting bullet of the race because I won, and I didn't want to put it on my lap in case I like stood up and it like rolled away, and so I just created like a little cup for it to sit in.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure mine from last year is already lost, so put it somewhere safe, put it in like a glass, and don't touch it. Make sure it stays there.
Okay, we'll do.
Are you a big speed suit guy always, or is this a special occasion?
I think this is a special occasion. I mean, I really loved the speed suits, and I was looking at them, and so I was like, dude, I gotta wear this one. This is sweet.
Did you feel any faster wearing the speed suit?
It felt really loose. I mean, like, I didn't feel any drag from, like, short shorts or the jersey bumping up and down. I liked it. I mean, maybe a little restriction on the legs, like, towards the end of the laps. But I think I loved it, honestly. So
jumping back to the race, at this point, your gap is now really starting to open up a little bit. Are you aware of that, 5-10 meters between you and the rest of the field, or are you just so focused on what you're doing?
I was really focused on what I was doing, but I noticed that there was no shadows behind me. I could see some shadows on the earlier laps, and so I was like, okay, I'm in it alone now, but I wasn't really like thinking about it too much because I was out here trying to race my race, not anybody else's, and I wasn't really going for like a win. I was really just going for the full out effort. So, but the win was super awesome bonus, little blessing that I'm really grateful for. So,
you said you're going for an all out effort. Is there, like, when you come into a race like this, is there a certain pace you're looking to hit off for laps, or is it just kind of, I guess, coming off a race like that, you're just feeling it out?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to hit pacing-wise. Yeah, I was going for effort and pace. So, like, I wanted 64s and 65s, anywhere from that range, like, the whole race, or, like, overall averaging out. And, like, the first lap felt really good. So, I think I got out a little fast, and it might have caught up to me in those middle laps. But, yeah, I was going for even splits.
I think something that's remarkable is that you're only a junior, right? Like, you're running the times that you are right now, junior year. Do you think there are going to be colleges calling after this, or is that, are you going to be having to go knocking on some doors?
I don't know if there'll be. So I've been talking with colleges for a little bit. So I don't think any more will be reaching out. I don't know though.
I think that most of them are probably already expressing their interest. But at this point in your career, you're now a national champion. You have a whole other year. How do you kind of recalibrate going into a summer and thinking about what do you want to do next year?
Well, I think I'm gonna take a nice break.
How long?
I think probably like a week, maybe a week and a half, until I get hungry for running again. But after that, I mean, my team is already started prepping for cross country season, and I think I'm just gonna keep looking forward to growing, internally in my mind and through the body as well. So I think it'll be a great, senior year. I'm not gonna let anything get to my head and try and burn me out. So
how's that team look?
It's looking good.
It's always looking pretty good, buddy.
I mean, I think this year's gonna be really special. Like at NXN this past year, we had a lot of juniors and we had a sophomore, but this year, and there was only one senior, so now we're all returners. And if we stay healthy, we stay confident in ourselves, and we're not expressing it to others. Stay humble. It's gonna turn out to be a really great season, I think.
And just refresh me real quick. I know you're up there. Where did you finish at Nike this year?
I got second.
Second, that's what I thought. So is that obviously going into cross country, is that on your mind, just coming back and hopefully improving off of that?
I can't believe you brought this up, Gary. You're focusing on the wins tonight.
I mean, yeah, that's the goal for next year for sure, for sure.
So Daniel, we got 2 laps left.
Right.
I would say for a moment here, we got nervous.
Yeah.
Are you nervous? I mean, talk me through this lap, because these guys are making moves right here. Right. They know that if they have any shot, they'd have to do it now. Are you aware? How are you feeling? Does it feel like it's still a long ways away to the finish?
I think right here at the 700-meter mark, I was like, this hurts. I'm pushing it almost as hard as I can just so I don't go into lactic acid threshold too soon. And so if they're catching me, I don't think they will beat me, but they might close the gap, because I was feeling very confident in my closing speed for the last 300 meters. But I feel a little nervous. I was like, oh, I can kind of feel that they're getting closer.
So here you have 500 to go. You're starting to, I feel like, they're no longer closing the gap, but you end up ultimately having a 60-second final last lap. When you hear that, you're like, I can't believe I pulled out a 60-second, or is that now, another day in the office for you?
I think that's another day in the office. I mean, up at Elevation in Utah, I think every single one of my last races have been I close in a 60 or 59 or less, or sub 60. So I was ready to pull something fast out for this closing lap.
How big of an advantage is that altitude when you're coming down to Philadelphia, the sea level air?
It's a refreshing difference in the lungs. Up at elevation, you can feel a burn more than down here. There's just there's more, I don't know what to call it, but it doesn't hurt as bad in the lungs. You still feel it in the stomach and in the heart, but the lungs are more calm. So.
All right. Sorry. So we actually have 100 meters left here. I want you to do the call for you. Third person. So tell me, Daniel Simmons coming down the home straightaway. Whatever you got to do, but I want you to call it as if you're on NBC.
Okay. Daniel Simmons winding up his kick. Number 2 coming in quick, but Daniel Simmons is running away. He's pulling up. His stride is opening. Feet hitting the ground hard. He's going to go through the tape. Let's cheer him in. Woo!
That's pretty good. We might hear you on the broadcast next year.
That's awesome, Daniel. Well, congratulations, dude. We're all really pumped for you. We're excited to see you coming back next year once again. You're, I'd say, a front runner for our class of 2024 CITIUS Mag intern right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the one last year. We'll see who follows in my footsteps.
All right, congrats,
Okay,
man.
thank you.